Fans interference here on a Tuesday night. We are back. We are here. Amazing slam dunk contest on Saturday. Aaron Gordon was absolutely a superstar. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, even though those are not two names that most people care about, nor will they go down as NBA Hall of Famers. They are not MJ. They are not Vince Carter in terms of their polarizing figures. They showed athleticism that was absolutely spectacular. The NBA got rid of the Shooting Stars Challenge, and the dunk contest and the three-point contest were incredible. I loved how they went back to the old judge system. It's so rare that you don't have a clear winner. I thought that Zach LaVine was more repetitive than Aaron Gordon, and Aaron Gordon's dunks throughout the first four were just better quality. But that's not taking away from Zach LaVine. The dude can flat out fly. Congrats on a second title in the dunk contest, although Aaron Gordon should have won the contest. Next year, we could get these two back. Let's hope Russell Westbrook and LeBron decide to do the dunk contest. Please give it to us, the fans. It's for fun. It will not hurt your legacy. I don't care if LeBron goes in the dunk contest and misses all these dunks. It's for fun, and I will give him credit for at least going out there. He should do it and have a good time and not worry so much about his image. But that's not here nor there. Today, we got some news that is relevant sports news that happened today. NBA trade deadline is Thursday. A lot of news to bring to you. My first thing of news, or I should say decree, is that Kirk Cousins is likely not going to be signed by the Washington Redskins. I've heard today also, this can be 1A, that Sam Bradford is looking like he's not going to be signed in Philadelphia. Put the two together. Kirk Cousins is a guy that has won a division title. He played very well towards the back half of the season. And Washington, you know what that franchise needs to be successful, and I'm talking to you, Dan Snyder. They need something called, it starts with an S, it ends in a Y. Stability. You need stability at that organization. You've gone through Jason Campbell, Rex Grossman, Colt McCoy. I mean, Jason Campbell was the most, he's the quarterback that's hung on the longest, is Jason Campbell. Is your quarterback that's hung on the longest. You guys haven't been relevant since the mid-90s. You need a starting quarterback. And guess what? Kirk Cousins, while he might not have the arm of Andrew Luck, he might not have the elusive ability of an Andrew Luck or a Russell Wilson, he's a guy that has his head on straight, can throw the ball accurately enough, motivated guy, smart guy. Ink him up. Build something. Get that defense on par. You have some defensive linemen that are old. Get the most out of them. Draft some secondary help that's younger. Get younger on defense. See if Alfred Morris is your guy. Matt Jones looks like a good pick. Jordan Reed playing well. Garcon and Jackson playing well under Cousins. Try to have another 9-7 year with Jay Gruden and build this thing. Why do you think Jay Gruden wants to have another quarterback coming in is absolutely beyond me. Why start off at square one when you are at square 2.5? That's what I'd say. You know, winning a crappy NFC East and getting into the playoffs and just getting destroyed in the last quarter by a better team in Green Bay, where Aaron just outclassed you guys. Don't go back to square one when you don't have to. Don't, Washington, don't. That's my message to the Redskins. You can take it or leave it, and maybe they can hit a lottery pick in the draft. Who the heck knows what they are thinking? Anyway, maybe Kirk will be coming back after all. That is just my 2 cents. Let's talk a little NBA here before we wrap up the little weekday show, a little Tuesday night appetizer for y'all to chew on and relax with. On Thursday night, we will be doing a show on 6:10 a.m. in Philadelphia. I hope everybody takes a listen. If you don't catch it live, we should bring a camera into studio. We have some great guests and content. We're going to talk. It's going to be right after the NBA deadline. So it's going to be great. On Facebook, around 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern time, you guys will be getting fed with videos. YouTube, like us on YouTube, subscribe, Fans Interference, and on Facebook, Fans Interference. Again, we're going to cover everything nationally. Matt Shanko, Perry Liss, Bruce the Sports Doc should be great. Anyway, enough of me. Let's get to the NBA trade of the day. And this guy, Brandon Jennings, has got himself a new lease on life in the Sunshine State of Florida. Brandon Jennings is headed down south to Florida. You look at Brandon Jennings. You look at his career overall. Milwaukee led them to the playoffs. Decent point guard, went to China, famously known for being the number one pick out of high school, did not go to college. Jennings is known as a decent leader, not the best leader in terms of being a point guard. I mean, you haven't heard too many unbelievable reviews about Brandon Jennings mentally being just an unbelievable leader, but you haven't heard anything bad neither. So Brandon Jennings now is going to Orlando, and Brandon Jennings is a guard that likes to have the basketball, likes to have the ball. You have Victor Oladipo and Elfrid Payton in Orlando too, and they're both considered point guards. By the way, Orlando, Minnesota's going to turn it around, but Orlando is Aaron Gordon, Elfrid Payton, Oladipo, Hazonia, all these guys every year, and after every draft, we're like, okay, Oladipo's a really good pick, Elfrid Payton, good pick, Nick Vucevic, good player, Aaron Gordon, athletic as heck. Orlando, go make the playoffs. Like, do something, Orlando. It's frustrating every year to see them back in the lottery and to compliment them on a pick, and they just can't sustain anything. So, is Orlando going to be like the Kings again? I know the Kings are known, for firing all these coaches, but, same message as before, like, build something. So, Brandon Jennings, guess what? If I were him, I wouldn't buy anything because on Thursday afternoon, he's staying in Orlando for 2 nights, and he's going. So this is exciting because I think Orlando, in the meantime, is going to be connecting with the New York Knicks, Brooklyn, possibly. Brandon Jennings will be moving. That's a guarantee. They're not going to have 3 point guards. If they did, it would be fun. I'd love to watch a basketball game with Brandon Jennings, Victor Oladipo, Ilyasova from the who's a 2K legend, by the way. I always get torched by Ilsan Ilyasova. I get torched by that dude in 2K. He is a 2K legend. The guy can freaking light it up. So, Brandon Jennings, this is pretty much the appetizer to a big meal. This is going to be Blockbuster City. Jennings, keep your clothes in your bag. You will be moving very, very soon because you cannot have 3 point guards in one spot. Brandon Jennings, good player, likable, fun. I think he has the flair, the personality for New York because he loves the ball in his hands. He didn't like playing with Reggie Jackson. He needs his own team, his own squad, and he should carry a team. New York, I think Brandon Jennings is for you. I think that's a match. So, and then the other part of the trade is Tobias Harris going to Detroit. Detroit is building. Drummond turned out great. Out of UConn, I was like, this guy Andre Drummond, just an athlete playing basketball, right? He didn't play that much basketball. I'm like, Andre Drummond, okay. He's coming to the NBA now after 1 year. UConn, I'm like, oh, no. The dude is good. He's a very, very good double-double machine, like a 2020 guy. He is great. So Stan Van Gundy has his Dwight in Detroit. Stanley Johnson, great defender, scrappy player, competitor, winning attitude. Know it from listening to his interviews at Arizona. The guy should be a winner. DCP, more of a wild card. Athletic, I think 1 year at Georgia. Saw him in Summer League. Has potential. Could he be a good two-guard in the NBA? Could he be a great complement to Reggie Jackson? So, and now you have Tobias. You have a young nucleus of players. Young nucleus. I like what Detroit's doing. They're establishing their five. They might get some playoff experience. They are leaving the ground floor. They are on the rise, on the move, ready and willing to do something. And unlike their counterparts, Milwaukee, which is like a state over, I believe, if Wisconsin and Michigan, yes, a state over, they signed Greg Monroe and MCW, and they have Jabari, Chris Middleton. They have talent, the Milwaukee Bucks, and last year you saw Milwaukee take Chicago, I believe, to 6 games, and actually had some impressive wins versus an experienced team. So I was thinking, like, okay, Milwaukee's going to be this next team that's going to take a step. They're going to, finish third. They have my favorite announcer in all of sports is Gus Johnson. And Greg Monroe just isn't putting it together on a night basis, and that's a big swing and miss for them. Big. So Detroit's taking it easy. All their guys are not getting max deals yet. Good job, Detroit. Stan proving to be a good coach. Just like the way they're headed. Keep the nucleus there. Compete in the Eastern Conference. Go get the 8th seed, Detroit. Make things fun. Maybe win a game versus the Cavs. And you will be on to square two next year with Andre Drummond and Stan. Overall, Detroit, good deal. Orlando, more of a frustrating state with Scott Skiles, who not many people can name Scott Skiles as the head coach of Orlando, and that just demonstrates their success. Mo Harkless and Vucevic, and, if you don't follow the league very closely, most Orlando Magic players that you would mention are probably, not on the team anymore. They're probably like on another team. That's what Orlando is. They're constantly just making moves, fluttering around. So let's see if you could get some stability. Such a talented roster. Love Oladipo. Love Aaron Gordon. These dudes can put it together. Time to get some chemistry. Time to have a final product. Time to build. Time to get to where the Pistons are, ironically. My friends, that is our Tuesday night wrap-up. Brandon Jennings headed south to Florida. I appreciate you all listening in tonight. Hope you were entertained. A long wrap-up tonight, but I hope it was a fun one. So take care, guys, and we will see you very soon. Thursday night show. Maybe we'll check in tomorrow if you guys want. Appreciate y'all hanging out.